straight for the Spurs. One win from the Western Conference Finals.
Merci beaucoup, my friend.
Oh, pas de quoi. The T-Wolves face elimination tomorrow back at the Target Center. Got to find a way to slow down Wemby. The Alien was the third youngest player in playoff history with a 25-15-5 game in a Game 5 behind only Luka and Magic Johnson. Chris Finch was asked today how his superstar, Anthony Edwards, can force this series back to San Antonio.
You know, we need those games from him, that we know he can have, and so I think Ant's got a lot left in the tank. We talked about the 2-day break. We know he's going to be super aggressive coming out here. We know they're going to try to throw multiple bodies and multiple looks at him. The things that we're ready for, he's ready for, and we just got to get him a lot more shots.
I think no matter what, we have to stay physical. We have to stay focused on the game plan, and we have to keep bringing the effort. And then obviously offensively, I think a lot of it is spacing. Shots go in or they don't go in. That's basketball, but I think just keep trusting one another, keep spacing for one another, keep screening for one another, keep running for one another. All these things, I think, are really the things that we can't put aside. And if we do that, I think regardless of who's on the court, we put ourselves in a position to win.
Joined now by our very own Kendrick Perkins, an NBA champion in his own right. Perk, we got a couple teams facing elimination tomorrow night. Let's just keep it in this series. Start with Minnesota. Spurs looking to close it out. What must the Wolves do to force a Game 7?
Well, number one, they got to bring a level of physicality, right, and play with some passion and a sense of urgency. And yes, we know Anthony Edwards, he's all about that life, but Julius Randle, he got to show up. He has been non-existent when it comes to him playing in this series. Yes, he had a pretty decent Game 1, but since then, he has fell off like no limit. And in order for the Timberwolves to get a win and stand a chance against this great Spurs team, he's going to have to be great offensively and defensively and impose his will. Anthony Edwards need help. At some point, Julius Randle has to help a brother out. I believe he will feed off the energy of the crowd, and he will do his best and put on a great performance and help push a Game 7.
Now, to the East, Perk, after a frustrating ending to Game 5, the Pistons find themselves in yet another elimination game. Which Piston needs to step up and help Cade Cunningham to force a Game 7?
Well, as we can see, they're all NBA caliber center. He's not going to help. The moment is just too big for him, and I'm talking about Jalen Duren. It got to be Tobias Harris. And Tobias Harris has been really, really good for the Pistons this postseason, and he's going to have to be great in Game 6 in order for them to extend this series, because Cade Cunningham is giving them everything and more, and you can tell he's running out of gas in the fourth quarter. So in that half-court set, in transition, Tobias Harris is going to have to find a way to get going. He loves the mid-post area. He loves catching the ball in position at that nail area to be able to go isolation and knock down timely threes. In order for the Pistons to advance, they're going to have to be better offensively and match the firepower of their dynamic backcourt in Harden and Donovan Mitchell. Otherwise, they're going to get their ass sent home.
Hey, Perkin, we saw the stat on screen. Tobias Harris back-to-back games, sub 20 points. Prior to that, he had got
the third longest playoff run to force overtime in the play-by-play era, starting back in 1997-98. By the way, our NBA analyst, NBA champ, Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins, he was Little Perk back then in 97-98. But Big Perk, what caught your eye from the Cavs that put them now on the doorstep, basically, of the Eastern Conference Finals?
Well, look, outside of James Harden going for 30 and being a prolific scorer that he is, it was the physicality of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and it started with their big men in Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, who dominated on both sides of the floor, especially defensively, so much that they took Jalen Duren out the game. He was benched in the fourth quarter. When you think about Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, that was the first game, in my opinion, that they both played outstanding at the same time. Jared Allen, 2 blocks. Evan Mobley, former Defensive Player of the Year, 3 blocks. That's what we've been wanting to see out of those two guys. When they anchor the defense like that, Because of the lack of perimeter defenders that the Cavs have, the Cavs are a different team, and that's why they were able to weather the storm and get back into the game. And then all of a sudden, we saw Donovan Mitchell and James Harden take them home with their offensive firepower.
All right, let's talk about that big man that you brought up in Jalen Duren. I mean, can we put an APB out for Jalen Duren? The man was an all-star this season, but man, as you pointed out, didn't play basically all the fourth quarter, nor overtime. He has certainly struggled throughout this entire series. Why do you think he's played so badly?
Yeah. Well, look, let me tell you this, BC. Usually I come on here and I want to give people like this the business for disappearing in the postseason, but I got to give the big fella a pass. He's asked to do something that he wasn't ready for. He's not ready for this moment. He's asked to be a Robin to Cade Cunningham in a crucial part on the biggest stage in the postseason. He's not that, but he's only 22 years old. He's going to learn and grow from this, and he's going to be better in the near future. It's just the point is that it was easy to scout for Jalen Duren. A lot of his buckets throughout the course of the regular season came from either him picking, rolling to the basket, catching lobs, playing the dunker spot, or setting wide pin downs where he was slipping. They didn't run a lot of isolation plays for him. So it's easy to take him out the game. But shout out to JB Bickerstaff, because that wasn't an easy decision to bench him in the fourth quarter. Both him and Isaiah Stewart, and roll with a guy like Paul Reed, because Paul Reed came in and provided some hell of a minutes for the Detroit Pistons, although it didn't result in a win.
Yeah, you're right about that. Reed certainly did step up, given the opportunity. So now you got the Knicks. They're basically just chilling, waiting for the winner of this series. In your opinion, who's a bigger challenge to the Knicks? Is it the Cavs? Is it the Pistons?
Well, it's really neither, but if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with the Cavs, just because they have so much offensive firepower. Donovan Mitchell, he's capable of averaging 30-plus in the series. And now James Harden seems like he has gotten his groove back. And if it's one person outside of Victor Wembanyama that could neutralize Karl Anthony Towns and how great he's been playing, it's Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley's versatility is so great offensively and defensively. He could play inside, he could play outside offensively. Obviously, we know what he could bring to the defensive side of the basketball, because he won Defensive Player of the Year. So if it's any one of these teams that I have to pick, it's going to be the Cavs that's going to be the tougher challenge for the New York Knicks. But I still would have the Knicks to win that series in great fashion.
And if it is the Cavs, the one thing they've got to stop doing is stop being so careless with the basketball. Oh, that's Big Perk.
Third, fourth grade turnovers.
You ain't lying about that. Sit tight,
man.
Big Perk. We got more from you here later in the show.
New York Knicks. We're watching the Thunder have a team full of those guys. Same with the San Antonio Spurs. Kawhi Leonard is that guy. Kawhi Leonard right now for the Clippers, they have no hope at winning the championship. If I'm the Warriors, I'm looking at what Kawhi did last season, having his best career season offensively and playing over 60-plus games. I'll try to go out, make an offer, and bring Kawhi to Golden State to pair alongside Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler, because we don't know what Jimmy's going to look like, especially coming off an ACL injury. Anytime you have Steph Curry available and he's on your roster, you got to continue to go out there and try to land a big fish to bring alongside of him so he can be able to compete in a tough Western Conference to bring home another championship.
Well, let's Beyonce this segment and play a game of dribble, pass, shoot. I'll give you a statement. If you agree, it's shoot. If you disagree, it's pass. If you need to think about it a little bit more, it's dribble. So first, the Warriors are the best landing spot for Giannis. Dribble, pass, or shoot?
Ooh, I gotta pass on this one, because Giannis could go a lot of places, right? Golden State is not the best landing spot for him, in my opinion. The best landing spot for him is either Minnesota with Anthony Edwards or the Celtics with Jason Tatum. Giannis on either one of those rosters upgrade them tremendously.
All right, so this next one, the Wolves will win Game 6 against the Spurs. Dribble, pass, shoot.
Oh, I'm doing something I used to do in high school. I'm shooting that rock. The Minnesota Timberwolves are going to get Game 6 and force a Game 7. Anthony Edwards has a hatred for losing. He's going to protect his crib. I believe Julius Randle is going to be better at home. Rudy feeds off emotions. He'll be better at home. They're going to force a Game 7 and get the win in Game 6 Friday night.
Finally, LeBron will play another 2 years and end his career with another organization. Dribble, pass, or
I know
shoot.
you seen the video circulating of me handling the rock in my driveway. Damn it, I'm gonna dribble on this one because we don't know. I believe that LeBron James could play another 5 years. I think he's gonna play another 2 years, but I do believe that it is some motion there that he plays another year with the Los Angeles Lakers. And if the Lakers were smart from what LeBron James displayed this past season, they got to highly consider bringing him back for one more year to pair alongside Luka to give it another shot to see if they could get back to the promised land.
I have seen that video of you dribbling, and I love it. Kendrick Perkins, we love you too, brother.